All right, so I found this awesome resource online. There's a lot of Bible softwares out there, a lot of them that have a lot of power, but sometimes those Bible softwares are so powerful and so packed full with so many outside resources other than Scripture that they can get really distracting. So this week, what I'm going to do is I'm going to use a different software. It's this website that I found to get ready for my sermon. This is the last sermon in First Peter. So I'm going to give it a shot this week. Let me show you it, though, real quick. So this is what it is. It's the STEPBible.org. It says right here it's by Tyndale House. That's it's a reliable source, so that's great. And very simply, it's just the Bible in this main section right here. All these cross references over here, hyperlinked with the letter over here, so you can see how it highlights it when you hover, like that. And then over here we'll see some other stuff a little bit later. But right from the beginning, what we have right here is a couple hints about things you can do with this. So ESV Genesis chapter 1. So if I wanted to do John chapter 1, it gives me all those things. Or I could do other searches, and that's what it has over here. You can search multiple translations with the passage. So let's say I want to do NIV. Put NIV in there. Now I've got ESV, NIV, and NIV together in there. I can search certain versions of the Bible for certain words, or I can search certain versions of the Bible for certain original languages, words like Greek and Hebrew words right here. And then you can search certain sections of the Bible as well. Anyway, you can look more through that. Another really amazing thing is that you have Hebrew and Greek interlinears. So actually, let's go to the Greek one, just because that's the one I know better. Right from the beginning, you can see it translates it from this Greek version directly down into the English Standard Version, or whatever version you want. You can put it up there. But it breaks down all the words if you just hover over the verse, how many times you see it in the book, in the entire Bible. It translates it for you, and you can walk through and see the construction of all of it. Kai and they asked him, "What then, you Elijah are?" So, are you Elijah? And he said, "Not I am. I am not the prophet." And then, the conversation goes on. So you can track through like that. A really amazing feature also is that let's get out of here. Let's just go back to the English. When you hover over words, there at the bottom, that blue text box, it translates it for you, no matter what word you hover over, and it shows you different places where that word is used. So you can see patterns. Hover over light. You see, oh my gosh, there's this theme of light, gives light all the way through there. The beginning. It makes it harder to miss things. And then let me show you this. So you get rid of this little help box here. We can open up a side panel. It has a couple options here. So vocab. You can be going in. You can think beginning. Let's learn more about the word beginning. Oh, it's arche. In the beginning, origin, first, rule, or power. How many times it appears in the Bible. Definitions. The lexical definition here. So anyway, it's just a powerful little tool. Last thing I want to show you is that over here, when you have these cross references, you can go over here and think, okay, what does it say in verse 20? And it just pops it up right there for you, so you don't have to go flipping and turning and all that. But let's say I'm preaching like I am this week, not in 1 John, but in 1 Peter. 1 Peter chapter 5. Verse 5 through, what am I doing? I think it's 14, I believe. Cool. So I go there, and then, let's say these are all the passages I've used before. So I'm getting ready, reading, studying 1 Peter chapter 5. I'm looking at a lot of the definitions of some of the more important key words, checking out some of these cross references, and I realized maybe in my study that Hebrews 13 chapter 21 is a really important passage here. So what I decided to do is I decided to open it up. I can put it in parallel to compare the two with one another. I can also come over here and say, yeah, you know what? This one is really key. I'm going to keep it right up here in my main passages, and so is this one. So I'm going to keep it up there. So as I keep going, you see, maybe, yeah. As I keep going around Scripture, keep looking up new passages, and those passages keep getting saved. Down here in this section, I can save the really important ones up here so that I can keep jumping back and forth to the passage I'm preaching this week. Throw it over there. And the other passages that are supporting it. So anyway, it's a really great way to keep everything in one place and really stay organized without getting mixed up with all these other resources and books and lexicons and concordances and stuff like this. So it's an amazingly powerful little tool, and I still have a long way to go to understanding exactly like what all this is. I haven't even looked into all this detail up here. So there's a lot more than I even understand at this point. So it's an incredibly powerful website and a really great tool. So I wanted to share it with you just so that you know it's there. I encourage you to play around with it, see how you like it, because I think that this is maybe one of the cleanest, easiest to use, most powerful, free Bible resources on the line anywhere. So yeah, hope you enjoy it, and let me know what you think.